Wow, I'm really stupid. I, I I didn't hit the record button. My bad. Okay. Anyway, ladies and not so gentle ladies, how are you this evening? So we've got a bit of an issue here. For some reason, actually I know the reason why. I'll explain it in a bit. And this is post editing, by the way. This is the post editing air. Um, in this video, the reaction was going smooth, and then for some reason, the reaction just kind of like stopped. Well, not stopped. Like it kept going. The audio was fine, but the video really got messed up. And I'll explain to you what was going on. So I've got three screens here. I've got my top screen here, my bottom screen. I was doing the reaction on my bottom screen, and then I've got my big ass TV that I've had for a couple years now, and that's what I've used as a monitor before I got these two screens. I had this screen over here as my primary screen. I've had it like that, and in the middle of the reaction, I was looking up some lyrics for the My Hero song I was listening to. Nothing out of the ordinary. I was just typing in the lyrics. I got the lyrics, and for some reason, the thing freaked out on me, and then like it switched to this as the primary, and it moved my web browser from this monitor to this one here. And I was like, what's going on? I try not to I try not to freak out. I was like, dude, what, like, is my recording okay? But I was in the middle of listening to the song. I was trying to pay attention to the music. So I just let it play out. From here on out, if that happens again, it's happened to me twice now. But if that happens again, I'm just going to stop the recording and re-record because I know that that's going to lead to problems. I don't know exactly the cause of that. Hasn't happened since those two freak times. But it has happened to any of my recordings since then. So I think that problem's fixed. I've left this as my primary, so this doesn't happen anymore. I don't know what the heck's going on there on this monitor. But yeah, just a little context for you guys. So it's a little slideshowy when it happens. And then at some point, you stop seeing my reaction. You just see a still image of me. And it does update every now and again, but it's like minutes at a time. And I just don't want you to not enjoy the reaction just because of some freak accident, right? Like you still get like 15 minutes of me like reacting and doing stuff, It's just the latter half of it. You won't see my reaction, but you'll still hear my reaction. You'll still hear the music. So I hope that's not too disappointing. I'm obviously devastated by it, but like I said, I can't fake a reaction. I'm not going to re-record something I've already done. I can't. It has to be authentic. I can never do that. Even if I tried, I could never re-record something. I can never make it genuine. Like I can't do it. I'm not good at lying, so I couldn't be able to do something like that. So, and I'll let you know straight up if something like this happens. I'll be like, well, guys, if you want me to post it, I'll still post it. But like at the end of the day, you know, but I still think it's still a good reaction, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But anyway, I've talked enough. I know you're itching to hear and watch, so without further ado, here goes the reaction. Thank you very much. Hey everyone, welcome back to Air, the channel in which we react to all things anime and music. Now, you might see things are a little different in case those that don't know. Just a quick TLDR about this is that I just moved my recliner chair out of here. I use it to watch like things on my big ass TV. Yeah, before I did all this, I would just like recline and watch movies and stuff like that, or not movies, but whatever, whatever it is I wanted to watch, YouTube videos, etc. But now, since I'm actually doing this in the studio, I actually decided to just move things around, rearrange. I got me, a nice little swivel office chair. Got about 3 of them. I grabbed one, and now I'm just doing things here. I think this works out better because I can move around. I can do all kinds of things, I can whatever. So I figured this is probably the better way for me to do these recordings, and also it's easier for me to just edit out this, that's the stupid thing that's always in the way whenever I try to edit. It's the thing that's like above me, the backrest, and I'd rather not have to do that. And this is way easier for me to edit. Even if this little like corner thing right here, like I can edit that out much easier than I can edit out that damn black backrest thing. Anyway, what do we have in store for you today? Very simple, my friends. A user here called Mystic Knight 23 has requested that I listen to about 8 different songs from My Hero OST. Now, you My Hero guys, I don't know how you're doing it, but you're all coordinating in such a way that you're not conflicting with each other. Me listening to the same exact songs. I don't know. You guys have like a hive mind. I don't know how you're doing it, but I appreciate that because I've gotten all just different requests from the OST. Um, but we have 8 songs, which is kind of crazy. We're gonna go through every one of these. So the songs in order are "We'll Be Everyone's Hero," "I'll Be a Hero," "Here," "Revengers," "All Might with UA Students," "Let You Down," "Hero A," and "Quintuple." I thought they were trying to say quintuple at first until I realized that was not actually a typo. It's called Quintuple. I don't know, maybe that's a ability name or something. But yeah, I figured let's go ahead and just start listening to the first one. Of course, as always, you're gonna like the video. I've already like pre-built a queue for this. That way, I could listen to all of these in order, and there's no possible like situation in which I could actually like screw this up. Hold on. So anyway, yeah, well, let's go ahead and like the video, which we did. Let's go ahead and watch all this goodness. So I'm excited. Oh my God, I forgot I still had this muted from last time. My bad. Okay, now let's really listen to this. Yeah. Oh. Killer beat. Yeah, this is hype. This will get me pumped. Okay, that's going into the gym playlist. I love when you add choir to stuff, bro. It's so good. Ooh. Oh, this is epic. What the heck? Oh. This is so good. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, dude, this is fantastic. Oh, oh, fire! Fire! That was sick! Oh my God, that's more fire than freaking Todoroki's dad, bro. Oh man, dude, I'm pumped, man. About to go lift some weights right now, dude. Let's go, dude. Oh man. All right. Again, I've been trying to contain myself so I don't just blow off the handles here. It's really tough to do. I just want to when I hear cool stuff like that, it just makes me want to just go out and just do something. So there's no different here. Being able to just at least swivel around helps me to like get rid of some of that so I don't go absolutely crazy. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Damn, man. Oh, yeah, that's a killer beat. That's a killer beat right there. If that's not on your playlist for a gym, I don't know what you're doing. That's going on mine ASAP, bro. Like, what's this one called? "We'll Be Everyone's Hero." Oh yes, be my hero, please. Be my hero for sure. That was awesome. All right, let's go on to the next song. That was fantastic. This already sounds like Xenoblade X, bro. It's an interesting choice of music here. Yo. Oh man. Yo, that is awesome. Dude, that is such an emotional piece right there. So good. Give me the choir. Come on. After this, give me the choir, bro. Man, forget the choir. Oh yeah. Ugh. Oh. You gave me a little bit of the choir. I like it. Not a crazy amount, but very subtle. I like it. Man, that is sick. Nah, that was sick. I underestimated the song in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really am not gonna lie to you. I was like, okay, whatever. This is some weird instrumentation they're using. No, I should have let them cook, bro. Holy cow, that was really good. Dang, I don't know. I like both of those songs that I already played. Dang, I don't know. Which one did I like more? Yo, they were both sick. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, tell you what. That first one may have been a playlist for the gym, but I'm putting that on my playlist when I'm about to conquer a nation. That's what that's what I'm about to do. That's gonna go on my playlist. I'm about to conquer some new land, bro. Oh my goodness, dude, that made me feel like I could do anything. Amazing. All right, let's go to the next one. HD Senpai. Oh, these are not good for the vocals. Do I need lyrics for this? I can barely hear it. Man, they got choir too. Oh. Dang.
Look at how things change. No, it's been a long time. Every day I wanna deal with you win. I show you some what good.
If you see me looking over here, it's because I'm trying to read these lyrics, man. Okay, this song's crazy. Man. This is crazy. I'm getting like kind of chills here. Oh, that's part sick. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Open your mind, open your eyes. Let's keep on going step by step. Switch sky show from your eyes, you know the more.
That's the end of the lyrics. Yeah, this song's kind of incredible. Wait. Okay, I didn't like the way it ended, but that song was pretty incredible. I don't know what happened in the middle of that. Like my screen started freaking out. My screen over there went over here, and then I don't know. That was really bizarre. I don't know why that happened, and I hope it didn't mess up my video because that's gonna be a pain in my butt to edit. But you know what? Hopefully it didn't do anything crazy. I really hope it did not. That'd be really annoying if it did. Let's just keep this open. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that song was a really good blend of both. Well, it has so many elements to it, right? It seems like in the My Hero OST, they really enjoy adding like a choir to the whole piece, and I think that's a great idea because what a choir does is it adds a whole nother element of emotion that seems to just give you either a hype feeling or an end of the world feeling. And that's the feeling I'm looking for. That's the feeling I'm chasing because I love the apocalyptic sounds of that. In my particular case, the music that I listen to are, a lot of the songs I listen to are very apocalyptic and gothic. So when they infuse elements of choir, rare as it may be in the stuff that I listen to, but when they do, it gives a whole nother level of emotion to the song. Now, when you put it in music like this, what it does is it just elevates the song to a whole nother layer, like another level that's like, like instruments get to some place, but to get to another sphere, another, I don't know how to really put it, just another dimension of emotional connection with the listener. I think choir is necessary. I really do. I do believe that that's like a necessary component in order for you to reach like the galactic levels of like either you have tears when you listen to it, or you have unrestrained emotions, or you have nothing but joy, or like there's a realm in which music can cover, and there's a realm in which it transcends. And to me, the way it transcends is if it hits all these elements together, right? Like to me, no music is really complete just being an instrument alone. When you add the layer of voice to it, I think that is the missing element. You can only get so far with that, but the same could be true if you only have just the voice. Only just the voice is great, and that's how we used to sing back in the day. Back in those old eras. The old time of the Baroques and the times even before that when we used to sing nothing but a cappella, or we used to do nothing but like taps and stuff like that, harpsichords, the lyre, things of that nature. Like back then, the music was much simpler, but the idea stuck. Like you did music back then, and you had different elements, right? But then eventually, in one of the eras of music during perhaps the maybe even the Renaissance period, I had to look into that some more, but like music really reached a whole other sphere, right? Like it became not just these amazing composers and these amazing musicians and these amazing vocalists. It became like, okay, we're putting everything together, and now we have fantastic music that has evolved into this day and age. Then we can hear something like this. So I always give thanks for our musical history back in the day, because with these clever people, what they did is they had enough experience, especially collectively through our human history, through all the hundreds of years or however long it took to get to where they needed to. Eventually it clicked, right? And I'm hoping that music will evolve further, where maybe 1,000 years from now, if humanity's still around, they might look back at our music and say, wow, look at how simple their music was. Look at our music now, the way it is, where we have all these different elements and layers. I don't know, maybe like if humans can't see past a 2D sphere, and we cannot even imagine what a tesseract would be like, what if in music we can apply the same logic? What if in the music we are at a 2D level of music, and to get to a 3D level of music, we need so much more experience there and come up with even more ideas. And by the time that those people get to enjoy whatever they're listening to and look back at all the stuff that we've made through our collective history, maybe, we could even evolve our music to a whole nother level. That's my hope. And I hope in my time at least we can somehow get there, get to a whole new level of evolution that music, like, I just want to be there to witness history, right? When it comes to music. And I think there are things that I've listened to that have been kind of monumental, but not to that degree. But I have seen history in the making in my own years. Damn, sorry, this fan is drying up my lips real bad. But like, yeah, no, I'm here for the music, and I love when things like this kind of surprise me and bring me to another level. Hold on a second, I'm gonna move this over here because I don't know, everything got moved, and I hate this. Okay, so that was epic. I really enjoyed this one. What was this one was called? I'll Be a Hero, right? No, this was Here. Sorry, that was the previous one. This one's called Here, and by Yuki Hayashi, legendary composer now, and Yuli. I'm not sure who Yuli is. I guess that's the person who's doing the rapping, or is it rapping, or is it? I'm not sure. I think it was like kind of rapping. It didn't feel like it, but I think it was. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is Revengers. Ooh, that sounds like a video game soundtrack, like something out of Contra. Ooh. Yes. Yo. This is epic. Okay. Cook. Whoa! Sounds like a Toho song. Oh, that's so good. Oh, oh, sick. Dude, you're just smart. I don't know how you blend this. God, man. I cannot imagine where this plays in the show. Mother of... Dude, what is this song? Dude, there's so many elements to this song. Oh no, it ends so quick. That's too fast. Dude, I just feel like I was starting to get a hang for the song too. Dang. Nah, this is a crazy song. What the heck? This one's Revengers? Bro, where could this possibly play? Like, dude, I don't understand. Some of these songs they're so different from each other. I mean, I guess there's an underlying similar principle here or theme, but like, wow, this one was definitely very unique. I mean, they all have been, but man, something about this one, goodness, like, I don't even know. This doesn't even feel like a My Hero song, right? It feels like so different from the rest that we just heard, but I loved it nonetheless. These are all going to my playlist, by the way. Just want you to know that. This is All Might with 8 UA students. Anything with All Might I like, so I know I'm gonna love this one. Okay. I was gonna say it feels heroic, but now I'm a little unsure. It feels very tense. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I do feel hopeful now. Okay, I know this theme. Like, these elements of it call back to other songs. Whoa, that guitar. Okay, this is the most interesting part so far. There you go. And that choir element, I'm telling you. Ooh. That's very heroic, yeah. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Oh my god. Yo. Yo. Dude, the level of chills I just felt from that. Oh my god. I felt like All Might just put his hand on my freaking shoulder. Dude, wow. That last bit really hit me hard. That felt heroic. I was gonna say, dude, the entire thing felt really militant. I was gonna say it really reminded me a lot of this song that I love in Bang Kaitos, which is like, and again, you might or might not have heard of. It's very not that popular, but it's my favorite game of all time. And there's a song in that OST that, like, when you first infiltrate like the headquarters of the ops, right? There's a song that plays that's very militant, and elements of that song I heard here. And that's why I was like, I was brought back to that. I was like, dude, it's very militant. And then then it started giving me hopeful vibes. I was like, okay, this is nice. I like the way this is playing. And then it got to the interesting part where the guitar, like the string strum, came in, and I was like, ooh. And then it started doing all this really cool stuff, like this back and forth kind of push pull effect on the song there and the thematics. And then they brought it back to another song that I'm pretty sure was from one of the ones we've heard before. And like, dude, they're incorporating little bits here and there. Like, I can't pinpoint exactly which song it is, but I know I've heard it based on what we've heard in the last few weeks from My Hero. Yeah, like I'm seeing like little elements pulled here and there, and then they hit me with like what really felt like an All Might, like giving a speech or something. Is the best way I could describe it. Like All Might giving a speech or giving some kind of like heroic seminar or something. But like, yeah, that last bit, the way that the freaking end of that just screamed out loud, bro. And then like, I just felt like I had All Might's presence here with me. I don't know how, dude, that was so amazing. I almost want to look back, and I was like, dude, I know All Might's not there, but like in spirit, I felt it. Wow, that was pretty awesome. Next song, man. Next song. That's going on my tops for sure. Let You Down. Okay, 7th. This is the 7th season. All right, so this was well beyond my scope. This is when things really go down, I guess, because I think there's what 8 seasons to the show. So, yeah. Oh, this is a battle theme. Yep. Okay. I already hear it. The do 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 do. That's to create tension with the violins. That is a classic technique to create tension and create atmosphere. Beautiful, especially when it comes to like something like a oh yeah. Okay. That's another one I've heard one of these songs. Oh, da-da-da. Oh my god, this flute! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! Nah, dude. Okay, listen. I have got to stop underestimating these songs. What am I doing? It is so clear to me that when it starts off a little, weak, I'm like, okay, well, I always let them build, right? But then it's just like nah, yeah, like I can follow the song, and then their finales, their finish is so strong. I have to say, they have a great like intro to midsection, but then the midsection to end just goes from like, I don't know, like 50 to like 200, bro. What? How are you bridging this gap so quickly right here? I don't know what you're doing, but dude, Yuki is so 500 IQ in the music department. I don't know. I've gotta look into this person's musical background, because how are you this smart? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. How are you doing this? This was what let you down? You did not let me down. In fact, you inspired me. you let me up. I don't know. Jeez, man, that's so good. All right, that's my number ones keep getting upped. I don't know. This hero. Oh, it's got lyrics. This one I pulled up earlier. What? Oh. Oh, this is serious. Oh, I can't focus on the lyrics. Oh. Yeah.
feel something happen from my heart. Something's beating for a story. There is somehow red. I can see what I'm gonna be in the future.
Man, this is so insane.
Strong will makes great awaken. Strong will makes your way.
Okay, the lyrics kind of.
Everything I see, everything I feel, all the feeling I have is for this way.
Sounds like Linkin Park. Whoa, hold on. Now this sounds like Xenoblade. What? This is so good. It reminds me of all the things I love. I gotta have something to say about the lyrics though, but the instrumentation is incredible. Let me just say that. Rick. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Dude, I don't even have words for this one. I don't even have any words I could use to describe how crazy that was. Okay, I think that's my new favorite song. Damn. Um Jeez, bro. Yeah, I mean I I don't even know how to start this. Okay, maybe I had a problem with the lyrics. Maybe I had a problem with the voice that didn't seem to match the song. And maybe I just liked the song a little too much in terms of the instrumentation. And I think that's what hit me the most. I can just, in my head, I'm ignoring all of the talking. I didn't need that part. That song could have been by itself without that, and I would have loved it more. But I can compartmentalize it. That's fine. But when they went to that might plus you say run section, bro. Holy cow. Holy cow is all I have to say. That was, dude. I'm still experiencing chills. They're like going up slowly as I keep thinking about it. You know, I don't have any words. I actually don't even have words. Hero A might be the best song I've heard from My Hero like ever. That was actually incredible. Rick, man, that song was so incredible. Um, I think I like it more in the opening. The opening was at 3 or 4, opening 3. I think I like it more than that. Holy cow, jeez, man. All right, I'm sorry, Quintuple, you're the last song on the list, and I am. Listen, I'm a, listen. I'm very confident you're not about to top Hero A just now. That was an experience. I think I just went to like Jupiter and back. I unless you're taking me over to Pluto or the Kuiper Belt and beyond, I don't think you're beating that, bro. I don't think you're actually gonna. I'm sorry, but you know what? Let me not take away your chance. I'm gonna let you cook, but I'm just letting you know that was galactic. That was galactic. Unbelievable. That's getting a like from me. I'm gonna like all these videos after this, but like, oh my goodness, that was incredible. All right, Quintuple. What? Oh my god. And well, there you have it. Unfortunately, the Quintuple reaction got lost somehow. I don't even, dude, don't even ask me how. That's the entire video. For some reason, the end part of it and even my like finale, like rankings of that stuff, all gone. I don't know where it disappeared to. I've obviously struggled a lot with trying to get this thing back up and running, but you know, I did what I could to salvage the most, and that's the best result I've got. But if you want me to react to Quintuple again after already have hearing it, then you let me know. I will do it again. I actually saved a couple of weeks to release this just in case, so I would forget about the reaction to Quintuple. I actually don't really remember it that well. I remember every other song from there. Quintuple, I don't remember that much. I think that was my weakest one. It's Quintuple. But I'll listen to it again if you guys want me to, if you really want my reaction. But just know that it's not going to be first time reaction. That'll be a second time reaction to Quintuple. Okay, that was the last one. And if you want, I'll even go further and rank the rest of the songs. I'll do its own separate videos and ranking all the songs into like a tier. I think I have like a tier maker like page just for those songs. So I'll go through all those one by one, and I'll break it down and go more in depth musically about the things that I like, things that I didn't like, etc. So I'll leave the choice to you. Again, I'm terribly sorry that this happened. It shouldn't happen anymore. But of course, anything goes wrong, I'll let you guys know. You're the first to know, of course. But I hope you enjoyed that. And if you liked the video, please leave me a like. I really, really need those likes, man. I see a lot of you guys don't be liking the video. Why you don't like the video? Like it. Don't you love it? Are you not entertained? Anyway, please enjoy the rest of your evening or whatever time zone you're in. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next reaction. So thanks for watching. Peace out, and keep it styling, y'all.